Happy Martini Monday. It's not a martini. I'll explain. That box is what we're doing today. And that tape, that is a shameless plug to the Sephora credit card program. Yeah, I've lost my mind and we're doing my Sephora spring event sale haul today. So if you're interested to see all the things that I purchased, and it's a lot, then please keep on watching. Cheers everybody. It's a no makeup day. I did throw on a colorful fun shirt that I was actually wearing just a couple of days ago, and also the same earrings because I thought they look nice with the shirt. But yeah, it's a no makeup day. The only thing I have on my face is some brow gel, mascara, and this bright lip. No foundation, no bronzer, no blush, no highlighter, no eyeshadow. Straight out of the shower. My wet hair is up in a whatever that's called, bun, not a bun. It's my day off. It's Sunday, and I was hoping to film a lot earlier. It's again pretty much middle of the night, but I just had a bunch of other things I needed to get done today. And to be honest, for half of the day, the first half of the day, I sort of just chilled. So hence the later filming hours, and after I took my evening shower, I really just did not feel like putting on a full face of makeup today just to film. I hope you guys don't mind. It's gonna be a haul. Instead of seeing makeup products on my face, we're just going to talk about them and see all the crazy things that I have purchased. Let's talk about my drink, since it is a Martini Monday. Since it's a totally chill day, I didn't want anything fancy. This is actually just some grapefruit juice and prosecco. I wanted something super light, super refreshing. I've been trying to just drink water and grapefruit juice and some salsa water all day, but I decided for the evening and for this video to spice it up a little bit, and instead of using salsa water, throw in some prosecco. So cheers. All right, so before we jump into my ginormous Sephora sale haul, just wanted to welcome all of you to my channel, or back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much. And if you're new, then hi and welcome. My name is Natalia. I'm a concert pianist who loves all things makeup and beauty and skincare and plants and you name it. Apparently I like it. This year is mostly a year of discovering my collection, what I already have. I do a basket of dooms where I pull out products I haven't used in a really long time and see if I still like them. I am just trying to rotate through things. I have a very large collection. I know I'm definitely not going to be able to rotate through things this year alone, but it's a step in the direction that I want to be in. But we are all flawed, as you will see by the upcoming haul. If in general, for the most part, you're interested in content that revolves around primarily what is already in my collection with some occasional new, then I hope that you will stick around and subscribe and join us here. Join our family. I was gonna say our frugal family because that used to be my little introduction, but no, not today. Today we're definitely not frugal, not by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, let's get into this Sephora haul. Before we get into the products, can I do a little Sephora rant? Anybody else notice that with every single sale, there seems to be more and more of the orders being split into multiple shipments? And aside from the fact that, of course, I am just over collecting the abundance of the cardboard boxes, it's just so annoying to keep up with what you've purchased, when is it gonna arrive, how is it gonna arrive. I had a box that here in my building was lost. Granted, because I was so indecisive and at first I didn't want to spend the amount of money that I ended up spending anyways, I did place multiple orders, but then my already multiple orders got split into more multiple boxes. And you know, I live in New York City and things happen and things get stolen, and this is common. I don't live in a fancy doorman building. We don't even have large mailboxes that, you know, what are those called, like the drop boxes or whatever. Boxes are just on the floor in our lobby, so anybody can walk away with your package, and you know, it happened. One of my packages did end up going missing, which is fine. That's maybe a sign that I need to really chill, because I think one or two of those products by now is sold out, but whatever. That is actually not what the rant is about. It's the number of boxes. It's crazy. I think I had like 5 boxes that came in. Why can we not just do it all in 1 or 2 or however many orders a person places? It drives me absolutely bonkers. I prefer to wait an extra day or 2 and just get everything all at once. And I don't know if it's because they're shipping it from different places, and I understand that maybe for their business somehow it makes sense, but for my life it doesn't. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyway, rant over. I'm gonna save the biggest thing, I think, for the end. It is something I've been wanting for quite a few years, and I think we're gonna save that for the very end. It is sitting in that box right there behind me. And then everything else I have gone ahead and laid out here in front of me just because I figured it would be easier. No particular order, and I don't think it really matters what I ordered first and what I didn't. I guess if I remember, I will let you know. I know there was one product I placed an in-store pickup order for, and that was this Sephora Favorites Sun Safety Kit. By the time I ordered it, which I think was on the very first day of the sale, like in the middle of the night, shortly after the sale had started, for some reason this was already marked as in-store only on the website. So thankfully I had a store not too far from me. Being in New York City, that's the one nice thing, is there are tons of locations. So I basically chose one of the stores closest to me that had this in stock, and I went ahead and placed this for an in-store pickup. I wasn't able to pick it up for a few days, so actually by the time I knew what day I was going to be able to go in, I decided instead of doing one of my orders as an online order to see if any of those items were also available for in-store pickup, because I figured, well, since I'm already going to be there, if that same store has all of these other things I want, I might as well get them. And it's funny because when I placed that second in-store order, I wanted 3 items, and it said first all 3 were available in store, and then by the time a couple of hours later they had confirmed 2 out of the 3 items were not available in store. Ironically enough, I believe those were the same items that were in that box that went missing. So just seemed like it wasn't meant to be. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I am not the best at applying SPF. I have gotten a little bit better in the past couple of years, although I want to say in the past couple of months I have fallen off a little bit and I forget to do it every single day. I've decided to recommit to trying to be a lot better again. Plus, I really want to be outdoors a bit more these few upcoming warm months. So I thought I would give this a go. It comes in this really fun, is this nylon, I guess, but it's not like that super stiff nylon. It's a very nice bag, actually. The size is really cool. It has a little Sephora logo on the zipper, and this claims to be a retail value of $235. They're selling it for $39, plus in my case it was 20% off because I did make rouge last year. It just comes in the bag. All the products are in there, so let's quickly go through what they have. There's this Josie Maran Get Even Sun Milk SPF 33. It's a mineral sunscreen, and it also has the Kakadu Superfruit Blend and Sheer Argan Hydration. So that's what that looks like, if you guys can see it. I just recently in my latest empties talked about the moisturizer with the SPF, although that one I think was a much higher SPF, like 47 or something like that. And I really liked that product, and I believe my bottles were the same 1/2 ounce size. So now I'm really curious to test this out because the other Josie Maran SPF product I really enjoyed. Okay, what is this cool black and gold tube? This is Saint Jane Luxury Sun Ritual Pore Smoothing SPF 30. A really cool packaging. This on the back says Desert Rose, Jasmine, and Hibiscus. I'm not sure if that means it's gonna smell like that. Our sheer invisible texture melts into your skin, beautifully blurring the look of pores. Desert Rose, Jasmine, and Hibiscus, visibly smooth and calm, sensitive and breakout prawn complexions. Mineral based and ultra clean. It's your daily elixir for pore perfecting sun protection. Well, I don't really have breakout prawn skin, but it can be sensitive at times. I'll definitely give this a try. I wonder if this would be nice under makeup because it seems to have that pore minimizing, pore smoothing properties. Here's one that I believe I've tried before, and I can't remember. I don't think I've liked the Unseen sunscreen. I like the glowy one, but I'm curious actually to try it again because I don't quite remember. I feel like I didn't love it and gave it away to somebody. This is the Supergroup Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. This is water and sweat resistant. So I guess for this summer could be good. I don't know how to swim. I'm not really a beach babe, but you never know. I do love being on boats. Who knows? Maybe somehow, somewhere I will find myself on one this summer. All right, this one is Dr. Dennis Gross All Physical Lightweight Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum Sunscreen 30. It just says oil-free and reef safe. So there's that. Expires November of 2024. So that's nice that there's some time on these. Here's a really large one. I guess this is a full size. This is the First Aid Beauty Mineral Sunscreen, zinc oxide, SPF 30, safe for sensitive skin. We'll see. Anything that I don't like on my face, maybe I can use on my arms and shoulders whenever I wear tank tops or things like that. Murad Environmental Shield Essential C Day Moisture SPF 30. Another cute little one. This is 23 ml, 0.8 fluid ounce. So this is even larger than the Josie Moran. The Supergroup is half an ounce. The Saint Jane is 0.85. The Dr. Dennis Gross is a full ounce, and the First Aid Beauty is 1.7 fluid ounces. So that's really cool. Let's see, what is this tub? Kiehl's. Ooh, I like Kiehl's. Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with Sunscreen. Oh, that's great. Now, usually they say moisturizers with sunscreen are not enough and you should use more sunscreen. But I have to be honest, definitely there are days where I just slap a lot of moisturizer with SPF because I figure it's better than not wearing any. So this will definitely get used unless there's something about it that doesn't work for me, like it breaks me out or I hate the scent or something. But usually Kiehl's is scent-free or pretty mild on scents. The size is also a 1.7 fluid ounce. So I feel like those are both full size. And yes, it actually says that on little packaging. You have the First Aid Beauty, which says full size, and the Kiehl's, which also says full size. Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench SPF 45 Hyaluronic Cloud Moisturizer. Aha, another moisturizer with an even higher SPF. So I feel like these will definitely get used. Ooh, a baby one of a sunscreen that actually I am almost out of. This is the Biossance Squalane and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen with SPF 30. This is one that I have used quite a bit, obviously, because I'm almost out of the full size, and I really enjoyed this one. So I think this will be a nice replacement for once I run out of my big one. And this is a 0.67 ounce. Then there's this little baby. This is the Isle Glow Face Lotion, SPF 45 Encased Skin, and this is 0.34 fluid ounces or 10 ml. This is an illuminating one. It says it illuminates all skin tones for an instant island glow. So we'll have to see about that. What is this? Don't they make like just vitamins and things? Yeah, dietary supplement. It has 3 vegan soft gels, and this is a vitamin D. It's basically vitamin D. Definitely something I need to start taking regularly. I keep forgetting. I am almost always vitamin D deficient, but I feel like a lot of people are. All right, we've got the Cicapair from Dr. Jart Plus, the Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment with SPF 30. Isn't this that green one that went viral a couple of years ago? The moisturizer that's supposed to like cancel out redness or something like that. I've never tried this, but I like Dr. Jart masks, so I'd give this a go.
Something's moving on my table. What is moving?
And then the last 3 are in little minis. These are 0.3 ounces. And this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen SPF 50. So I'm curious about that. I always hear really good things about Glow Recipe, and I don't believe I've tried anything, or at least not much. Here's a little teeny tiny Summer Fridays Shade Drops, also SPF 30 Mineral Milk sunscreen, and this is a 5 ml 0.16 fluid ounce. This would be great for like, I don't know, an overnight trip or something. And then the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 36 0.33 fluid ounces or 10 ml. I have used a couple of things from Innisfree and have enjoyed them. I think maybe a toner or something else. So that's exciting. I'm gonna throw everything back in here for now, and let's move on and see what else I've picked up in the sale. All right, up next, I got another Sephora Favorites set. I don't always picked these up. I always like the idea of them, and I used to buy them a lot more often, but lately I've been trying to be better about making sure that there are enough products in that kit that I am interested in trying or that I know I'm going to use, where that value is actually valuable to me. Because a lot of times if you have one or two products, or if you really only want one or two products, it almost makes sense to just buy those things that you truly want and not do the whole set. But sometimes we luck out, right? Sometimes some of us might not have any of those products and we happen to have wanted to try a whole bunch of them. And this is basically what happened with this Sephora Clean Me Up, Good For You Clean Beauty Must-Haves. To be honest, I could care less that this is all clean beauty, but I did really want to try a whole bunch of the products in here. So we're gonna open this up and go through what is in here. This is $110 US value, and it retails for $35, and again, in my case, 20% off. So this is compostable pouch, which is great. It does say to remove the price sticker before composting. I am so excited. This is one of the things I wanted the most, except for the big ticket item that's in that big box. I feel like I was most excited about this. I don't know why. I guess because I always want these Sephora favorite kits, but I have talked myself out of so many of them, and now I finally managed to actually snag one, and I feel like a kid in the candy store. So let's talk about all the products that I have wanted to try out. The most obvious one being the Tower 28 mascara. What is this thing called? I should know because it's been so hyped up. It's the Make Waves mascara, and this is in jet black. This is a full size, and because I film on my phone, guys, I can't tell you what the prices of each item are individually. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's a mascara. It must be at least 20 something dollars. Considering the set is $35, I figured if there are at least two other products in here that I would like to try, then it's better to get the set than just the mascara. Two definite standouts that I have wanted to try for a long time is the Rose Ink blush. This is actually a lip and cheek color in Delphine. Knowing me, I'll probably use this just as a blush, but who knows? I might try it on both my lips and my cheeks. This is made in Italy, and I can't remember who was it that I've seen talk highly about these Rose Ink lip and cheek colors, but I feel like, and it's been a while because this has been in the back of my mind for quite a long time now. So when I saw that it's included in this set, I jumped on it because there was another set I think one of these was included in, but there weren't enough other products for me to pick that one up. So I talked myself out of that one. I'm assuming it was something last year. And this time around, because the Tower 28 mascara was in there, and because this Lawless Forget the Filler and because this Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss was also in this kit, and this is a mini. This is definitely a mini. Like, I don't think there's really that much product in there, but I have heard so many people really like this gloss. So I definitely have wanted to try this for a long time. I seem to be on a lip product kick lately. I don't know what's happening. Like, I have so many lip products. In my inventory at the very start of this year, I even talked about how I absolutely need to cut down my lip product collection. And here I am, just buying them up as if I'm growing 10 pairs of lips somehow. I don't understand what's going on with me, but all right. Another product that I was really curious about, and granted, I have wanted to try their shower gel more because I think that has been talked about more, but I in general have been really curious about the brand Necessaire, and it's the body lotion. In this case, it's fragrance free, which is great for me with my eczema and psoriasis prone skin. My eczema and my psoriasis are working overtime right now, so I'd really appreciate some fragrance-free body lotion. If this is rich and thick enough, this might become a nice hand cream for my eczema, because that's where most of my eczema problems are on my hands. Okay, and then we have 3 other products, all 3 of which I was really curious about, and while I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to pick these up, I think I will actually try them and use them. One of them is a Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Cream. So now I have 2 Glow Recipe products to try, a sunscreen and a cream, and I love me some hyaluronic acid with my dry skin. And I have a couple of Give Beauty, this is the Gwen Stefani's line. I have a couple of her full-size lipsticks and I really like them. So this is the Anaheim Shine in Stomp Box. A little mini, but it seems to be a really nice shade and I'm really excited to try it. Shall we swatch it together? Let's do it. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Natalia color, a mauve. It's a mauvey lipstick. I probably have 20 of them, but I'm excited to now have a mini in this formula to try. And then the last product in here is the Fleur Missing Person perfume. And if you know anything about me, I'm on a scent journey. This is probably my 3rd year of my scent journey. Let's see. We'll try it here. Okay, come on. Oh, here we go. Oh, all I smell is alcohol at first. I'm gonna take a sip while this airs out a bit. Now I can maybe smell something other than alcohol. It's very light. Oh gosh, what am I smelling? It almost smells to me like a combination of like old books and that modern hotel smell all at the same time. If you've been to a modern upscale hotel, tell me, do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, now I smell also something sweet like caramel or something. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look up the notes. It's not offensive to me. I don't know if it's going to become a favorite. I don't get severe allergies, but my nose has been clogged up. So I can't tell if it's just my lack of sniffers right now or if the scent is just really that faint. The more it's on my skin, the more there's definitely something a little bit like cozy and sweet there. But at first I also had more of that like fresh, modern, and a little bit of muskiness. That's why I thought of like a library or something like that. Excited to try it nonetheless. Another scent to explore. What's not to love? So that is the Clean Me Up kit. I really thought this was a nice one. So I'm excited to try really every product in here, which is why I got it. Okay, but if we thought that the Sephora Favorites kits were done, and if we thought that that one little fragrance was all that I got in the fragrance department, then oh boy, were we wrong. Because I ordered a Sephora Favorites fragrance kit, but then, of course, once I went to pick something up in store, well, that sun safety kit that I just showed you guys, of course I ended up buying something else in store. 2 things, actually. One of them was this perfume sampler. I already busted into it. It has, well, perfume samples. So let me tell you what this has. I mean, you can see in the picture. And I don't actually know why I got this. I saw that Replica on a Date was in here. And I've heard a bunch of people talk about this. Now, here's my mistake with this kit. And I haven't tried every scent, but I'm starting to get worried that I might not love everything in here. And then what am I going to cash this little certificate in for? I don't know why I was so sure that I'm gonna like on a date. I haven't worn it on me, but I did like a little spritz. And I can't say I was thoroughly impressed, but I'm gonna give it more chances, of course. So we have Replicas on a Date, Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy, The Nest Balinese Coconut Perfume Oil. Not sure how I feel about the perfume oil. I'm not one to have yet become that sophisticated. I like me just a good old spritz, but we'll see. The Prada Paradox and Skylar Peach Fields. So those are the 6. Did I mention? Oh no, sorry, one more. Victor and Rolf Good Fortune. I like Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. It's one of my favorites. It's marketed for men. I much prefer it to Flower Bomb. I actually do not like Flower Bomb. I don't know. This is probably going to be very hit or miss for me. Those are the 6. We'll see. If you guys are curious to hear more thoughts on this one, if you want me to do a video dedicated to some of these smellies, do let me know. I've wanted to do more of those videos, but because I'm not very good at describing scents, actually, let me rephrase that. Because I am terrible at describing scents, I'm kind of a little bit afraid of doing special videos on that, but we all have to start somewhere. And I really do want to have a better nose for perfume, because I have always enjoyed perfume ever since I was a teenager, but it's really been, I like it, I don't like it. And I've never gotten into what are the notes and this and that. I'm kind of the same with wine. And granted, now I don't really drink wine very often because as I age, wine doesn't like me very much anymore. But in my 20s and 30s, I almost exclusively drank red wine for the most part. It was like red wine or prosecco. And I've tried a good fair share of red wine in my life, but you ask me which ones I like and why, I just know that once I taste it, I either like it or I don't. I've kind of been the same always with fragrance, but I'm trying to educate myself. So this was one of the sets, and then the one I ordered first and the one I really wanted was this one, because there were things in here I really wanted to try, but I knew that I have a safe choice. And while I don't necessarily want to get it because I have a full size of it, if I have to, I can always opt out for the Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume. We have another Nest perfume oil. This is in Madagascar Vanilla, so I now have 2 Nest perfume oils. We have the Fleur Missing Person Eau de Perfume. Is that the same one? Yes, that is the same one as in that little Sephora Favorites kit. So if I don't like that one because that is a bigger size, maybe I can give this a little guy to a friend to try out. I would like to try something from By Rosie Jane. I've never tried anything, and I know my friend Kelly from Keep Beauty Real raves about several of the By Rosie Jane scents, or maybe one, but either way, I know she really likes something from them. So as soon as I saw the name, I was very curious. Then I have this Clean Reserve Skin. Yeah, I think this is in Skin, which is great because I have a whole box set of little minis of Clean Reserve scents, but Skin is not one of them, I don't believe. I actually just unpacked them all today and put them on my shelf where my full-size perfumes are and threw out the giant box because I just never go in there unless I see the bottles in front of me. So curious to try that. Then there's this Floral Street Arizona Bloom Eau de Parfum, the Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, which as I said, I already own in a full size and I like it. So if anything, I can always fall back on travel size of this one. And then another one that I was really curious about is the Commodity Milk. In fact, I would have to say probably the Rosie Jane and the Commodity were the two that really convinced me to get this set, and then everything else is a bonus, and we'll see what I end up actually enjoying and purchasing the little travel size of. Well, cashing in the little certificate. I guess I've already purchased it. Yeah, I'm curious about this milk. I feel like I have so many scents on me by now. Oh, I'm gonna like this. This reminds me of, oh gosh, what does this remind me of? I feel like this is a combination of Marc Jacobs Decadence and something else. I'll have to look up the notes. See, now I'm really curious to like compare things when I think of possible similar ones, because I really want to know like what notes I enjoy, what notes I don't, and I right now have no clue. Those are the scent samples, and then I have a few samples actually that I got as, you know, those little freebies, but we'll get into those at the end. Okay, let's talk about the 2 products I picked up from the Sephora collection itself. A product that actually my friend Kelly again inspired me to purchase. I saw her chat about this. I can't remember if it was in her Sephora recommendations video or maybe just on Instagram in her stories, but she mentioned that there was like a matte balm or something that caught her eye from the Sephora collection, and it was a $10 balm, and I've been really into lip oils and balms and things like that the past few months, so I decided to give one of them a whirl. Interestingly enough, I went to look this one up earlier today, and this specific shade not only doesn't seem to be out of stock, it just seems to not be available anymore, I feel like, at all. I don't think it's listed in the shades. So I don't know if they're phasing this out or what's happening, but I got the shade Soft Sienna. Packaging is very simple, very Sephora collection appropriate. It says this is a sheer matte lip balm. That's what it looks like. Let's see here. It's definitely super sheer. Not sure what they mean by matte. Maybe because it's not high shine, definitely. It's not glossy, it's not high shine. So maybe that's what they mean, that it's just supposed to give you a sheer wash of color without bringing too much attention to your lips, which right now is sort of the rage with all the lip oils and the high shine. So I guess this is more of a subdued version. I'm actually curious to try it. I feel like with the lip liner and this on top, it's gonna be a really lovely combo. And then Jamila from I Am Jamila inspired this purchase. So this is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Palette. Jamila is of a much darker skin tone than I am, so she has the darker version of this, which I have to be honest, looked beautiful. But I just know on my pale skin, it just doesn't make sense to get the darker version just because I think it looks pretty. So I went with the lighter one. The reason Jamila really likes this one is she says the quality is fantastic because this is made in Italy. I am really excited actually to try this because I do love me a good face palette, especially when it's an all-in-one. And I've noticed lately I have been pulling for my smaller all-in-one face palettes because a lot of times if I am doing makeup, unless it's especially for a video, and as you can see, like today I didn't even feel like doing that. A lot of times I do my makeup in a hurry or on the go, and lately it's been pretty minimal and pretty easy and fast. So something like this is great. I mean, it's very light, but again, for me with my super fair skin, this might work. So I'm curious to try this. I believe this was $20. So with the 30% off, which is all products from the Sephora collection, it ended up being $14. And yeah, I forgot to mention in the beginning, not that I'm encouraging you guys to still shop, but as long as I post this video on time, which should go up on Monday, the sale is still going on today, but it does end today. Today is the last day. Let's talk about my little Charlotte Tilbury segment. I was not really planning on purchasing, to be honest, any of these. And do I regret these? I don't know. I don't know anymore whether I regret them or not. Either one or two Sephora sales ago, I purchased the Charlotte Tilbury, my first Charlotte Tilbury wand, and I got the Spotlight highlighter, which by the way is still sitting in my basket of shame unused. What I really wanted to get at that time, but it was sold out, was the contour wand. And I have also always been eyeing one of the, I don't think it's considered a blush wand, I think it's still considered a highlight wand, but being how pale I am, both the Peachgasm and the Pinkgasm on me, I'm pretty sure would be more of a blush or a blush topper. I did go ahead and pick up the Peachgasm and the fair to medium contour wands. Now, I have to say I had a little bit of an extra incentive to why I got these because I also recently picked up the new e.l.f. ones. So while I'm not one of those channels that usually reviews things or does comparisons, I would like to once in a while feel like I'm one of those channels. And also just for my own fun and enjoyment, I feel like it would be fun to do something that's not just because I am buying the makeup for myself, but actually doing something for the channel. So if you guys would like to see a video where I compare the Charlotte Tilbury, and I would do all three products since I have the Spotlight wand as well, to the e.l.f. ones, and I did get a bunch of different ones to be able to do the comparison, then please let me know. I was thinking of maybe trying something like that, like maybe do one side of my face with Charlotte Tilbury, the other side of my face with e.l.f. and see what we all collectively feel around here. So I did get both of those. And then so many of my, especially Instagram friends like Jana and Rupi and Sansaray, and I'll link everybody down below that I mentioned. So many people swear by the spray, the what is this called? This thing, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And this is the other product I purchased while in store, while picking up my other orders, because I'll be honest, I am not a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan. I don't love everything she does as a brand. Between the lack of shade inclusivity, and I recently tried an eyeshadow palette that I thought was so meh for the price. And then even though I am not as committed, I do follow Kate the Great Beauty and her pro-choice list. And I know Charlotte Tilbury is not on that list because she's not vocal about women's reproductive rights. So I can't say I am super proud of myself for buying Charlotte Tilbury, but I guess none of us are perfect. And I really was curious. They had the mini. I did the math. I thought the mini was a total ripoff. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say like $38, which of course is outrageous. But I think the mini was like 26 or something for less than half the amount. If I remember, I'll include that here on the screen, but I do remember standing there and just saying, yeah, no, I am not going to be buying a mini. And I think they had some sort of like a Sephora 500 perk, which had a little baby, and I got excited because I wanted to just maybe cash in my points for that. But all the other products in that little set, I didn't want. There was like 3 or 4 products, and I just wanted the little teeny tiny baby spray, and I didn't want to waste 500 of my points on that small of a size. Maybe I should have instead of spending more money, but I didn't. Okay, and then if you've been here with me, you know that I've been trying 3 different foundations for quite a while now. I got some samples back, I think in February or something like that. So I had the House Lab foundation, which is one of the products that the store didn't have available. And then I ordered and now it's disappeared. Maybe that's a sign that I didn't need this many foundations. I had the Mario foundation and the Yves Saint Laurent, the new skin balm or whatever it's called, a tint or something. I went ahead and retried the House and the Yves Saint Laurent last week while the sale was going on because I really wanted to narrow it down. Because at first I was like, I want all 3. I really liked all 3. And while it's a less popular opinion because I know more people that don't like this foundation than people that do, I just feel like on my skin, to be honest, I really liked the Mario out of the 3. So far the best. I would like to have the House Labs. I would. I really enjoyed that foundation. But as I said, I mean, considering I didn't get my hands on it twice, maybe it's a sign that for right now, that foundation is probably not going anywhere anytime soon. It is so popular. Maybe for now, I just need to give this some attention as well as all of the other foundations that I have lying around. I'm excited to have this. I really enjoyed wearing it. What is it going to do for me in the summer? I don't know. Maybe this is more of a winter foundation for me and I will have that rude awakening very soon. But at the moment, this is what I went with. Let's talk about all the little samples and then finish off with the ginormous purchase that is still yet to come. For samples, of course, every perfume that I could get my paws on, I did. I got the Lila Lou by Rosie Jane, the Pear Jasmine Fresh Cut Grass. This really caught my attention. I am curious to try this. There's the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods, and then I got the Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey, and then I was supposed to get a different Jo Malone. Was it like a English pear and freesia or something? I can't remember. They sent me Wood Sage and Sea Salt, I guess as a replacement because they probably ran out of the other one. I'm not a huge Wood Sage and Sea Salt person, to be honest. I think it's a little bit too generic for the price, but I'll use it. It's a nice smell. And then we have a Tower 28 sampler. I've been curious to try this foundation for a while. And then I think I was supposed to get something else, but they sent me this Anastasia foundation situation. I know I did get another foundation sample, but I don't believe it was the ABH one. So it is what it is though. I'm happy to have the samples that I have. All right, let's do this. I finally did it. I finally got the LED mask that I have wanted for the longest time. Should I have gotten this? Absolutely not, because financially this is a huge investment. This for anybody, but for me especially, this is outrageous. I justified it with the fact that I had a bunch of money sitting in my Poshmark account, and yes, I usually use that money towards paying off my credit card debt, which I have way more of than I should, but I don't know, April was a rough month, and I just wanted to finally pull the trigger and finally get this. I have a birthday in 2 months. I just haven't felt great about myself, both in the aging department up here and in the weight department down there. And I want to start doing things about all of those things. So yeah, I got the mask. I will definitely report back. I know that there are tons of reviews on this out there. I know my friend Kelly did a really great in-depth review. Michelle Wong has one. I know Kate the Great Beauty talks about this all the time. I believe Penn Smith Skincare has done multiple videos on all bunch of LED masks. And honestly, the other one I was seriously considering, and for a while, I really thought that I would go with the, oh gosh, and now I'm blanking. It's like the more cloth one. I'll put it up on the screen. In a perfect world, one of these days, I would actually like to have both to compare, but obviously for probably the next year or two, or who knows how long, we're gonna roll with this baby. And I'm really excited. In fact, even though it's super late, I might even bust this out later tonight and give it a try. Let me know what would be helpful for you guys. If you have been considering this, what would be like a good review? What would be something that you would be curious to see? Like, should I take a before picture right now over the next couple of days before I really dive into this? How much time would you like me to use it for before I come back and give you guys a video on this? And would you even want a video on this? Or do you already have it, or are you not interested? Let me know. I want to know all the things about LED in general. I know it's pricey, but I figured it's a one-time investment, and if it really works, this would be great, because I am not one who can afford to have monthly treatments of any kind at the moment. Especially in New York City, this is basically what, like 2 treatments for us. And I figured with the 20% off, I might as well finally get it. I didn't pay a lot of money out of pocket. I'm really excited to try it. And with that, I'm not even going to add this up. If you guys want to, please don't tell me. I don't want to know. But this was definitely the biggest and the spendiest Sephora sale for me yet, ever. Of course, because of this. But still, it counts. I bought it. So yeah, this was quite an eventful sale for me, an eventful Martini Monday for us, as long as you enjoyed seeing what I picked up. I would love to hear what you got. What are some of the big ticket items, or did you not shop the sale this time around at all? That's my humongous Sephora Spring Savings Event haul, or whatever they're calling it. What are they calling it nowadays? VIB sale, Spring Savings Event, Beauty Event. I can't keep up. They keep changing the names. It used to be, I think, just a Sephora VIB sale for years, and now there seems to be a fancier name every single time. But anywho, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you have, for all of your support. One more reminder to please subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, comment down below. It really helps me out a lot. And I hope that you guys are all doing really, really well. I hope that you are continuing to stay safe and healthy. Take care of yourselves and those around you. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Cheers and bye, guys.